NVIDIA beat. And when NVIDIA beat, the entire market sold off. We discussed it in stream. And basically, the reasoning behind that is because Wall Street saw that NVIDIA's revenue was massive. And the only way that NVIDIA's revenue is massive is if there are massive investments going on into um, basically like AI infrastructure, right? Getting all that compute power. So that's something that we want to be acutely aware of this time. Um, I don't know that the reaction would be exactly the same to them beating, and I do expect them to show, meaningful growth. But I don't know that we could expect the reaction from the entire market to be exactly the same, just because we were in a very different position last time that they reported, right? I think it was like right around here. So we were in a very different spot, and things were looking grim, and everyone was looking for a reason to you know be fearful of um, tech in particular, which is like the largest sector by far, if we're measuring by market cap. So, tomorrow is set to be an extremely interesting day. Today, going to be a little bit calm going into FOMC and NVIDIA earnings tomorrow, at least a little bit more calm than tomorrow is going to be. Um, yeah, yeah. So that's pretty much where I am. Um, just kind of drawing out these liquidity levels so that way we have something to reference. Very unlikely that we're going to use these. Very unlikely that we'll use these, but you know what? It's better to have them than not. So let's go to the 15-minute and take a look at the last 2 days, right? Because that's what we like to look at on the 15-minute is the last 2 trading days. Today's the 19th. We'll actually go back to the 17th, which was Sunday night, overnight session, Asia session, whatever. All right, so we could see that there was a lot of volume that got put in up here, right? And we can basically surmise from this, right, that the majority of this was net short, right? Or that the volume was net short. There's more short selling than or more selling than buying. And we can take a look at this over here on the left and confirm, yes, that was the case, right? There's a lot more selling above this point of control. And what we're seeing now is potentially a little bit of accumulation. I mean, it's come down to the value area low. Um, and, we have seen bounce, 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 bounce. Now, what would it take for me to be bullish? Well, number one, I would like to see us clear this liquidity level, right? And come back into this range. Number two, I would feel a lot more confident if we got a nice sharp move above this point of control, right? And started threatening uh, some of these short sellers. Now, what would make me want to short a trade here is I would want to see us break down under this value area low and begin to slowly start melting down, right? Because when we're looking at this, I mean, like again, in the midterm, right? In the midterm, the uptrend is still intact. However, as far as today is concerned, I mean, pulling back a little bit more really wouldn't even be out of the question. Like not whatsoever. So while I am still bullish overall, I might be leaning a little bit bearish today. And we'll see what ends up happening. We'll see what ends up happening. Um, so, we'll take a look at that. In other news, uh, we have seen oil going back up. A second. Okay, so oil remaining persistently above 100. We even had a spike up to 105 yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. And if we look at this on the daily chart, we can see that there is still very much an uptrend intact. Um, so this is inflationary, and you should expect that to exert a little bit of pressure on the economy. Again, the economy is not the market, and the market is not the economy, right? These two things are very different. The economy is reality, and the market is highly speculative. So, what's the best way to take advantage of this? Well, it remains buying good quality oil stocks, right? So Chevron, for instance, which I'm very very fond of, has broken out of its range, and we are very close to you know breaking out of this big like liquidity sweep that we've seen happening since what is this, April 9th. And if we could break through that, then we're looking real good for the next leg up, um, which you know obviously there's a ton of money to be made, um, just in getting a trade like this right, especially at this price, right, for 196 or 194, I guess, pre-market. Um, but it's looking really good. It's looking really good. So I'm fond of this. I think that oil should be in every long-term portfolio. So if it's not in yours, I honestly I think that that's a mistake. I think that you should have oil exposure. Um, it's the lifeblood of the global economy. So we see that. Another option here would be XOM, which is ExxonMobil, and you could also just buy into some BP, which is British Petroleum. All three of these are extremely well-run businesses. They pay a decent dividend. Um, Chevron is my favorite just because they have so many ties to South America, right? Venezuela in particular, with the heavy crude. So it's hard to find a company that's this size, right? An oil refiner and distributor that is not so heavily tied and stuck on the Middle East, right? So that's something that's happening. Um, in other swinging news, my Riley is doing fantastic. Looks beautiful, right? Highest close in months, highest close since the end of January. And we got this close right here at like literally the same spot. So this thing is being propelled up by appreciation in its investments in BW, which provides energy to data centers, and also SpaceX, right? Speaking of SpaceX, I am going to have a I'm going to have a long conversation tomorrow on my show that is hosted by StockTwits. If you didn't catch last week's episode, feel free to say something, and either myself or someone else, I'm sure, could share it with you. Um, but yeah, so the second episode of my show at StockTwits is going to be about Riley Space in general, right? SpaceX, Rocket Lab, ASTS. So space as an industry, very sci-fi of us. And I will also be talking about Groupon, which is in a really interesting situation. More on that tomorrow, on why I think Groupon has a chance to squeeze and do something that's truly, truly special, right? We also saw Cerebrus. I don't know. Every time I see this, I just think of Cerebrus, the dog, right? That guards that guards hell in Greek mythology. Every time I see this name, what what do you think, Icarus? Is that intentional? Is this supposed to be the guard dog
Possibly. I mean, the
to
chart
the
is
gates of
going into the
Hades?
depths.
Well, yeah, and this is what we expected, right? Like this is what we expected. Yeah, Cerebrus. Um, this is what we expected would happen, right? So when we were talking about like what IPOs generally end up doing, right? It's that they run up, they trap in a bunch of liquidity and trap in a bunch of capital. Everybody's chasing. Oh my God, this new company, it's the future of everything. It might be, but it runs up, then it sells off. Um, so I will say that I am a buyer of Cerebrus. I'm just not a buyer here. I think that there is more room down to the downside. I think that I can get it cheaper, and if I have to wait for a little bit to do so, then I'll do that. But I am feeling pretty strongly about this in terms of like not only that it's going to go further down, but also that I think that it's a long-term winner, right? It is another competitor to Nvidia and AMD, and it's not very often that you could get that. So, I think that they're in a really unique position. Um, kind of want to see this play out a little bit more. Ideally, it would be nice if it went like sub 100, which I know might seem like a tall order right now, but it's really not the craziest thing, right? It's not the craziest thing. Um, Reddit selling off a little bit in pre-market. It's on a really, really nice little new uptrend. It's been kind of doing this like big wave pattern, right? Where you get like gap up, right? Kind of sells off, finds a base, gaps up, runs up a bit, finds resistance, kind of sells off, finds a base, and now we're getting a slow, gradual climb as some of that volatility has been realized. Um, you know, again, from our all the Warriors $135 dollar entry, this thing's sitting at 158. Like we're sitting very, very pretty. That's right, Hove. Face cam. Yay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we do this now. You haven't been here in a while, but we do this now. Um, yeah, so Reddit looking pretty good. Um, no complaints here. We're seeing it come down and sweep liquidity on the downside, and that's helping propel it up a little bit. It's a chronically misunderstood stock that Wall Street just can't seem to get the hang of. And we can see that because they consistently just kind of underestimate the stock, right? We're seeing surprise after surprise after surprise. That's because they don't know how to value this. Like they really don't know how to value a company like this. Realistically, I think that you value it kind of the same way that you would value Google, right? As a big data farm and place to big digital advertiser. Like that's really the boon of this. So you know I think that when you are thinking of Reddit, you should be kind of thinking of Google, right? That the two are very similar in while not similar in scale, right? Like Google is obviously a much larger, more mature business. um they are similar in scope. Okay, so those are my thoughts there. um yeah, see you in a bit, Hove. My name is Hove. So we'll see what happens. um Still just kind of consolidating. Everything's really unchanged here on Nasdaq. We could expect the volume to start kicking in probably in the next few minutes. We'll see what happens. A lot of times we get it about 30 minutes before market opens. So, let's take a look. Down to the 1 minute on NASDAQ. Since now we've gotten a few more minutes under our belts here. And let's take a look at what our liquidity levels are for like the very, very short term, right? Just today, since midnight my time, I always like to just use midnight. It gives me a good little range here to take a peek at. Okay, we're saying, don't know if you're taking requests to look at things. No, you hate this stock. Oh, yes, I do hate that one. But you know what? We could take a look at Rivian. I do hate that one. So I want to preface anything I say about Rivian, right? We're just going to look at the technicals, but I do want to preface anything that I say with, I think that this company kind of sucks. I think that they're doing better than they were a few years ago when David and I had initially talked about it, because this company had nothing but the world's most expensive prototype for years, okay? Like literally, dude, for years. They had spent millions of dollars, and all they had created really was kind of a concept of a car. They do actually manufacture vehicles now, right? So that's a plus. They do actually manufacture vehicles now. They do have some pretty lucrative contracts. Oh, dude, this is mega fucking bearish. What we'd want to see is we'd want to see it bounce off of these like lows in October. But yeah, this chart looks like shit. Wow. And they just delayed their R2, it looks like. Yeah, no, absolutely. So losing the EV credits was a really big deal for them, right? Because that's one of the things that made their vehicles affordable. I mean, we're talking about like the base model of their R2 going for 55,000. Like that's pretty expensive for a car, especially considering that you can go get a new Camry for what, like 28, maybe 28 grand. So we're talking about spending, literally almost double to have an EV when you could have like a super, super efficient hybrid. I don't know, man. It's kind of a difficult situation to be in for EV manufacturers, unless you're Tesla, in which case, your business is whatever the fuck, and you somehow just have like this crazy market cap. But I digress. So, this thing is on a very clear downtrend, right? We could see that there are lower highs being made. There are lower lows being made. It's funny because this downtrend is kind of punctuated by like these big squeezes up to grab liquidity, and then it sells right back off. So does that happen from here? I mean, potentially. I don't know. This chart is like beyond fucking weird. But we could see that we did find some support right here in the past. If this breaks, then you can expect a sell-off that's going to take it down towards 10 again. So that's what I would say about that. If we get a sell-off that takes us down below these lows, then you can expect this to go right back down to $10. Yeah, and these guys still aren't making money. So I don't know, man. I'm not a believer. Yep, I got you, brother. I got you. And that's the thing, right? It's like we all have different ideas, and you know, having a community to kind of share them with is a really big deal. I mean, that's how we've stumbled across some of the biggest runners of the year, you know. But yeah, Rivian, I don't know, man. It's just that's a tough one for me. That's a tough one for me, brother. It's tough for me to wrap my head around just because, their finances are just such a fucking mess. And for me, like I don't know. I don't even like the quote unquote good EV stock, right? Like I don't like Tesla. I'm not going to short it, but I don't like it as a company. Fundamentally, like, dude, its valuation is just so fucking skewed. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense. Just turning on my auto extend there. Kind of waiting to see what happens here. Not planning on taking any trades in pre-market, but it is what it is. Let's see. Part of what keeps Rivian going is their deals with Amazon for their delivery trucks. Yeah, and that's definitely something to understand, right? Is that they do have a contract with Amazon, and that is one of the things that's allowing them to stay alive. But I don't necessarily want to buy into a business that is staying alive, right? I want to buy into a business that I think can grow immensely. I want to buy into a business that is thriving, not surviving. So that's kind of my those are my thoughts on Rivian. Like I'm just not a fan. Potentially getting a little bit of a sell off started here. This is a pretty interesting little thing. Let's watch the order flow and see if it just gets bought right back up. Just very slow buys trickling in. That's not like that's not the most comforting thing. Again, no position here. No position. Like I'm literally just watching. There's no yeah, there's no real reason to trade right now in pre-market. This is just moving so fucking slow. I don't like it, right? So I'm gonna wait. I'm not in any rush. Yeah, it's a little choppy. It's a little choppy, right? We can see all these fucking wicks happening. Like it's not worth it. So agree, Silas. Agreed. In all fairness, I'm expecting a little bit of chop today too, just because we have such big news coming out tomorrow with FOMC and Nvidia earnings. And if you've never been around for Nvidia earnings, it's like a fucking holiday in the markets. It happens once every 3 months, and everything just gets dragged in one direction. No, I think it is a shame that we don't have a really good environment for EVs, Garrick. I can agree with that. I can absolutely agree with that. Especially considering how much energy we are devoting to data centers, right? Like it's a shame. I kind of wanted to see EVs take off more, but even all of these years later, like hybrids are winning that race. To be honest, like hybrids are winning the race. It doesn't even matter how you spin it. Like you're going to see a lot more hybrids on the road than pure EVs. So, how do you play that? Well, you could buy Toyota, right? You could buy Toyota. You buy Toyota and just hold on to it for fucking years, right? I already have my Toyota. Also have my oil exposure. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing, right? Is that especially right now with like energy rates kind of starting to skyrocket, just because there's so much demand from data centers and from all these big like AI build outs. Um, like is it really cheaper right now? Is it really cheaper? And think about how expensive it is to repair an EV. Like, it takes a specialist, right? Like, there's a lot of things to consider, and EVs are just they're expensive. They're expensive, and I don't know that I see that changing, like in the near future. Maybe if the little tax breaks on them continue, right? If Democrats sweep the midterms, then we might get a little bit more love for EVs. But right now, it's I don't know. It's kind of a hard story to sell. It's simply because the numbers just prove otherwise, right? Hybrids are winning that race. What else do we have here to talk about while Nasdaq does fucking nothing? Oh, well, maybe
That's not true.
is there a little bit of sell-off happening? Is that gonna extend? What do you mean that's not true?
It does a lot.
What's it doing right now?
It's moving in cents.
What have you done for me lately, Eddie? You probably don't get that joke. This is an old Eddie Murphy stand-up special from the 80s.
Sorry, I'm not from the dinosaur age.
Yeah, that's really funny regardless of when it came out. Yeah, seeing the sell-off start to extend, that's interesting. What the fuck? You said that you blew your account. It always hits your stop loss, then goes to profit. Well, what you got to do then is take smaller positions, Aspect.
Or just don't overtrade.
Yeah, or don't overtrade.
I bet your ass his chart is probably looking like shit from all the execution marks.
I don't know. That's why I'm just sitting here right now, bro. There's no reason that I wanna. There's no reason that I want to trade this. Even though we definitely sold off and came right to this liquidity level and got a little bit of a bounce. Gosh, we're so accurate. But yeah, there's just I don't want to trade pre-market. I don't want to do it. It's not for me. Oh yeah, this is the other one I wanted to talk about. So Netflix is actually making like some decent support for real this time. For real this time. Um, so I think that I'm going to be buying in a little bit into a little bit of Netflix today, or a little bit more rather. I already have some, but I think I'm gonna buy a little bit more because I really like this. I really like this. I like the company. I use the product, right? Like I'm a customer. And yeah, I think that Netflix is really doing a lot to make sure that they are maximizing profitability since the growth stage is basically done. Yeah, really, really interesting stuff there. Watching this market sell off, drag a bunch of. So sorry, guys. Watching this market sell off, drag a bunch of individual assets, red on the day, at least for pre market. What I will say is that if for whatever reason we wanted to move up today, and I don't know that there's a reason, right? I not saying that this is going to happen. But what I will say is that if for whatever reason we wanted to do that, and for whatever reason somebody said, you know what, I want to move this fucking market up, or rather not someone, right? A group of institutions. If they said, I want to move this market up, then there's a lot of liquidity to do so. They've generated a lot of liquidity to do so with this, like, literal, what is this, quadruple bottom so far. Now, if we end up breaking down under this in a meaningful way, not just coming down tapping, not just tapping into the value area low, right? Like, if we actually truly started selling off from down under this and we broke like the low of day, then that would definitely be something that would instantly invalidate that idea. And again, I'm not saying that you should fucking long this thing. I definitely don't think that. But what I am saying is, again, if somebody were of a mind to, somebody way bigger than us, was of a mind to push this thing up for whatever reason, going into FOMC and Nvidia earnings tomorrow, then the situation is set up for them to do so, um, using other people's liquidity, which is, like, perfect for them, right? Why would you run something with your own money when you can run it with somebody else's money? Just doesn't make any sense. You'd rather use somebody else's money to do all the hard work, do all the heavy lifting. Yeah, Netflix looking really good there. Excited to see how Riley does today as well. Because Riley, when everything else was kind of dying yesterday, Riley did really well, right? Kind of juxtaposed to the market. You saw the market selling off, um, quite red. You saw a lot of bearish sentiment, and then you can look at Riley, and it was very much the opposite, right? Where shorts are unwinding, it's being gradually repriced up. It hit a high for the last 3 months. Like, it's looking pretty good. So definitely going to be keeping an eye on that today in stream as well, since I know that a few people here are trading Riley with me. Oh man, I'm tired today. That's a really great gif. Bobo the bear shooting out red candles. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I dig that one, man. I dig that one.
I think your profile picture, your new one, is better.
It is. No, that is good. I put it as my profile picture on StockTwits too. So I'm repping it everywhere, bro. I'm repping it. Yeah, we're getting a decent bit of consolidation down here, on this low that we've seen repeatedly. Like, it's uncanny how range bound this fucking thing is right now. And it's not a small range either. Like, this is like a $80 range. But it's
We are
uncanny
on the
how
verge here.
range bound it is. We are on the verge of a massive sell off.
And I'm so ready for it.
I mean, I got some price targets, okay?
Like the second we go
I got
with
this
any
one.
substantial volume below this like bottom here, be sure I'll sell the fuck out of that.
Yeah, same. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, curious to see where this open goes, right? I'm leaning a bit bearish. But we'll see. We'll see. Crazier things have happened. What's up, MC? How you doing, bro? We're just talking about some individual equities, talking about one of the things that I'm going to be discussing on my show with StockTwits tomorrow. Actually, I don't know that we didn't really talk about that. So, Groupon. Groupon is in a somewhat similar situation to the one that Avis found itself in last month, where you have over 50% of the float sold short, right? You have institutions owning more shares than actually should exist, right? We have uh, a chart that has just been selling off, and then suddenly you get this big reversal, and the trend has shifted, and you have a business that is not great. It's not terrible. Like it's definitely not the greatest thing. Um, like, but it's not as bad as like Avis was and is, right? So this is looking pretty good. One could even say, right, if we wanted to be hype beast, one could even say that there is a parabolic trend line appearing. How can institutions own more than 100% of shares? So that's the funny part, right? That's the funny part of this. So what can happen is that if something is sold short so much, okay, let's say there's 100 shares, just to make the math super simple, right? Institutions own 80% of them, right? They own 80 of these 100 shares. And they'd say, "Oh, you know what? I'm going to lend them out." Well, somebody comes along and they borrow 40, right? And they short sell 40 of them. And another institution comes along and says, "You know what? I see that there's 40 of these 100 shares for sale and I want it, so I'm going to buy it." Well, now what happens? Because now these institutions own 120% of what should exist, because the same thing is being held on two different books, which means that the short seller is kind of in a bad spot, because now they have to figure out how to exit this short when everything plus some is owned. So that's how an institution can own more than 100% of shares. We've seen this happen over and over again throughout history, right? We saw it with Avis last month. And I'm not saying that it's going to do the exact same thing, but if you want to see what happened with that situation, this happened. Okay? So I think it's worth yes, some shares are counted twice because they get, right, they're being held on institution A, they get sold short, and then institution B buys them. So both of these guys own the same shares, right? Essentially, right? Because it gets borrowed from A, B buys it from the short seller, and now if neither one of them sells, now they both, they're both holding basically the same thing. So something can absolutely be bought up more than what exists. And it happens all the time. Like, I mean, it's rare as far as like most companies don't run into that, but it happens frequently enough that we could say, like, it's not like the most unusual thing in the world. Um, it's not something that's going to describe most stocks and most companies, but it's not like, the first time that it's ever happened. Like it's happened over and over again in history. Right, even going back to like the railroads right before the Great Depression, um, was a really notable example of that. Uh, the most recent one just happens to be Carr, right? Or Avis, right? So it's something that we've seen happen a few times in history, and it's something that's, I think, is worth keeping an eye on. You have a situation that's, potentially super, super explosive. driven entirely by market mechanics and not by fundamentals and not by reality, right? Entirely by market mechanics. Um, and that's a really interesting situation to me. It's compelling, right? So for me, I think it's worth the risk to say like, okay, maybe I'll buy in with a small amount, and worst case, what I lose 30%, like fucking okay, sure, it's not a big deal. But best case is that it does something truly fucking stupid, dude. I want to be there for that. Okay, I want to be there for that. So it's all about again, like the risk reward profile, right? Like if you see something that's truly unique, maybe you say, okay, it's worth the risk. And how do we measure our risk there? How do we define our risk? Well, generally the way that I would do it is, I would manage the risk just through like position sizing, right? Just by taking a very small position, um, and using a really really wide stop, literally something like 30% for that, because there are chances that there's a chance that this thing could go a lot lower before it goes higher. There's a chance it doesn't go higher, right? There's a chance that it just fucking sits here. Like who knows? But for me personally, I think that that's worth it. That fits what I'm looking for in a potential squeeze trade. All right. Well, we are getting very close to market open. Um, I think that this is time for me to go get my caffeine and wake the hell up. Icarus, you mind taking over for a minute?
Sure. I mean,
Yeah.
there's
Oh,
nothing
oh,
much
oh,
to
oh,
talk about.
oh. I think the sell-off might actually be starting. Wait.
Has one last push to go before it dies.
Nope, not yet. All right, we got time. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna leave you guys in Icarus capable hands. So I will
Move
be
quick.
right back.
What do you mean, when will I upgrade my mic? My mic is fine. It's just your hearing that is ass. I don't know. From what I can tell, my mic is perfectly fine. I just tested it again. Yeah, because my mic is just so sensitive. I'm using an actual microphone and not a headset microphone. So all I can try is just look for the noise cancellation, which is already on, by the way. Well, anyway, gold is also, by the way, on the verge of a bigger breakout to the downside here. If we check the daily chart, we can definitely see that the potential is given for a massive sell-off as well. So keep your eyes on gold if you actually want to go in there. US 30 is on a massive sell off already. Not as bad as NASDAQ in terms of like the daily range, but yeah. So, what are we gonna do today? Anyone got some ideas? You want a long NASDAQ? You must be out of your mind if you want a long this. Like, genuinely. No, Frozen. The market knows where the hell it's going. And it's going down. It just needs to have the volume from the New York session to finally push through. But the direction is absolutely given, in my opinion. Like, you can't be any more bearish than that. Of course it is bearish. Have you seen the chart? What the fuck? Why is that? I don't crack anyone up. Yo, by the way, Liquidity Sweeper, I know you're in here for not too long now, and I've seen what you showed me on the DMs. How's that going? Are you making progress? No, we just broke it. 2 minutes. It's kind of exciting to see what is going on here. Yeah, the spread and the slippage in live is a much different topic than like in demo or backtest. There is a possibility frozen. We'll see. I am probably just gonna sit for like the
Okay.
first minute or something.
Yeah, yeah, especially after all of this. Because really, it's kind of teetering between, like, it could go either direction from here, man. All right, market's open. Yeah, sit this out right now.
I'd like to see us go like at 8:40
That would be
or
sick.
8:30. Because a clean sell-off from there would be peak.
Oh, that'd be fucking beautiful. All right, here we go. This could be the time. It hit our liquidity levels.
I'm in
In fact,
shorts.
finding a little support here. We're catching some buyers.
Yeah, I've opened a small short at 8:30. But very tiny.
This thing's moving so goddamn quick, man. It's moving quick, boys, guys and gals.
But buyers are really having some trouble here.
They are. They are. Shorts aren't really doing much better either. It's kind of just sitting. Oh, wow. What
Okay.
the fuck was that? Crazy. That's a pretty clean break. Let's see if it comes down to retest and what that looks like in a minute. Not gonna lie, I'm entering a small long.
Yeah. I've exited at like 8:50.
Yeah, you had to.
Small loss. It's okay.
It's baked into the program. Every single good trading model should have losses baked in.
But you can't
Find a
lose
little
if you
tiny
just
bit
don't
more.
use a stop.
Yeah, if you're getting margin called, just delete your fucking app, huh?
Yeah.
It's okay. You didn't have to give them your address or anything in the beginning. They don't know where to find you. All right, I'm gonna take gains there. That's a quick 300. That's a quick 300. Okay. Now I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna wait and see what happens next. Because this isn't a situation where I want to hold long for a long time. I just wanted to get out at the peak like we did. And now we sit and wait.
Holy shit. The heat map is greener than green. What the fuck?
Ooh, there you go, Frozen. Good shit. Yeah, I need to pull up the heat map. And if you guys do not have access to this heat map, it's because you haven't joined Warrior. And you're about to see just how fucking cool it is. Right, so this comes with every single Warrior subscription. You know, if you're not part of that, well, that's a mistake, right? You just watched how you could make $300 with minimal risk in just a few minutes. So, oh wow, Frozen, yeah, you got like the God fill, bro. You got the God tier feel, God tier fill, God tier fill, S tier, S tier.
Do we gotta bring you into the dark?
Can we fucking talk today? I don't know, dude. Yabba do. Let's see if we can find some support here.
Meh.
See, Frozen, look at that. You did great, dude. You did great. That was a great trade. Now we just got to make sure that we don't give it back. That is a pretty strong supportive bounce.
Yo, Frozen, now
I'm gonna
that you
hang out
got
for
your
a second. Wait.
prediction right, you gotta do it every time. You know that, right?
Well, not every time, but most of the time. You have to do that most of the time. But you know what? It's all about growth, right? Like you're seeing yourself learning in real time. Sorry, just waiting to see what the hell happens here. This thing's pumping like fucking crazy right now. I want to
Yeah,
see if
the
we could
cell
break out
block.
of the break out of these highs here. Because if we could break these highs, then man, and I think that's
Holy
oh
fucking
my
shit.
god, yeah, we saw that happening on the order book here. I think that continues. I'm gonna do a small buy here. I think, yeah,
Is that a fucking $50 gap?
yeah, bro.
The fuck? Dude, we don't have Sunday. It's not market open.
Hey, it didn't even happen on market open. It happened fucking 6 minutes after.
True.
That's the crazy part. I'm long 2 micros, so I'm just gonna be, sitting on it. I'll take gains pretty aggressively here. Just kind of in a situation where, it can go nuts or it could start to die from here.
Honestly, I'm about to short this.
Really? Right now?
Not right now, but
Okay.
when the delta flips, because the gap has to be filled. Like, there's no fucking shot they're gonna leave that gap open.
It's very unlikely. It could get filled tomorrow though.
Eh.
I'm gonna take my gains. All right. Cool. That's a cool little 430. I'm cool with that.
Alright. Seems like we're building up some resistance up here.
I agree. Yeah, it looks like, and that's why I exited, right? I started seeing that resistance and I was like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm good. But I also would want to wait to short because I would want to see it start to break into that gap, right? But I think
I'm
we're running
short.
into some resistance. Oh, look at that. Good
Got my
timing.
fill
Good
at
timing.
955.
That was good timing. Make sure you take gains before it fucking runs way up against you or something, Just keep an eye on it. If you
Yeah,
enter
yeah,
that short
sure,
with
sure.
them. Good
I'm break even now.
Yo, good shit, Frozen. All right, he's got his stop set to break even. Look at that. Icarus is doing the right thing. He's trading like a fucking pro. Yeah, Frozen. Great job, dude. Great job. Very proud of you. We're catching some
Alright.
some fucking support here, to be honest. What you're seeing is like you're seeing big sharp moves down and then a gradual buying up.
All right, I'm out.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, no, this is crazy. This is crazy. I saw everything moving on the futures, but I didn't realize that we were gonna fucking gap up on CFDs $50. Like that's actually nuts.
Bro, that shit gives me PTSD from yesterday.
I don't know, dude. I was literally hugging my toilet throwing up yesterday during market open. So, you know,
Sounds enjoyable.
it yeah, I would definitely would have rather been sitting here hanging out with you guys and trading, but yeah, it is what it is, right?
Nah, but you can ask like the people that were in the Warrior stream
Oh,
yesterday.
everyone told me it was super choppy and shitty. I went and looked at the chart afterwards. And I was just like, "Fuck that, dude!" Like that was a shit show. Yeah, everyone has said that. Everyone has said that. Like everyone everywhere has said that. So I'm not even concerned.
Going in a small short.
It happens every time I'm sick. It's because I'm not here to make the markets. No, I'm just kidding.
Holy fuck, what a nice fill.
Yeah.
916. I'm taking profits here.
I'm kind of watching it to see when we catch support, which we seem to be doing right now, but I want a little bit more before I trust it. We had a really nice clean bounce off of that liquidity level. Like truly fucking beautiful bounce. Look at that. That's goddamn right next, almost to the penny. CFDs are lagging futures a little bit here. There we go. Okay, that's a deep sell-off.
So far for today. Damn.
Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna sit and wait this one out. See if I can maybe catch the reversal. Because I think that this sell pressure is gonna wane off pretty soon.
Yeah, I went into that little short that I held for like what? $20 with 3 minis.
3 minis.
Yeah.
This motherfucker trading super heavy.
Not anymore.
Very nice. Very nice. Ooh, Hitman took that short with you. Made an easy 550. Let's go.
Nice.
Look at that. Look at that. Yo,
Whew.
yeah. Heh. Take it easy, bro. Take it easy. Yeah. Walk the fuck away after that. Great job. Hitman. That's I would you're up 650 on the day. I would also be looking to call it a day.
You,
Great job, guys. Great job.
You made more than me.
Beautiful. Beautiful job, guys. We're catching a little bit of support here. Let's see what ends up happening. Let's see what ends up happening. Buyers are losing so far, but that can change with one or two really big buys. I did do Asia Live for all the Warriors last night. Yeah. Yeah, we hit a few big ones. Yeah, it was like 20 minutes. We literally I think we took like what, 2 trades and then we were done. So, yeah. Like it is, it is what it is. Buyers are really struggling here, man. Oh, starting to catch a little momentum.
I'm pretty much done for the day. Might take one more trade.
Yeah, I might take one more. I'm just looking to see what there is.
Because, like, I'm up 1.5. Like, I don't need to.
Yeah, you don't need to do more. I'm just sitting and watching and waiting because there's a really interesting situation unfolding and I'm not sure what the ultimate direction is. So far I'm leaning like bearish, but you know, that can change. Oh, here it is. Yeah, that's a big fucking move. It's not reflecting on CFDs yet, but on the futures that was a big shake to the downside. And now we're starting to catch support again.
Yeah. I've opened a small short with like 2 micros. Just testing the waters. Got my fill at 823.
It's funny because I'm actually kind of half-assed looking for a long. Just not yet. Like at some point, you know. I think that there's going to be a decent little bounce here.
But where?
I don't
It's
know.
just
That's
on
why,
a liquidity run right now.
I know that's why I haven't done anything yet. Small buy.
But I'm also trading like super tight.
I'm gonna be fucking out of this thing like dumb quick, dude. All right, I'm taking gains there. 490. That's not bad. There we go.
Give me my sell off, man.
Here it is.
Yeah.
It's fucking right here, dude. It's right here. You like how I took a long in the middle of your short sell and both of them are still valid? the wonders of trading. All right, Aspect.
All right, I'm gonna take gains here.
I'll see you, brother. Yeah, this is probably a good spot. You're starting to see a little bit of support roll in. I'm gonna do another small buy here.
Yeah, that was another quick 300.
Ooh, I'm cutting that position. That went against me. Ugh, give a fuck. What? He said, "Ha ha." Now things are looking pretty interesting today. Can't be mad. Can't be mad. You know, Hehe and I had a little conversation too, and look at what that little conversation has done. Look at what that little conversation has done. Hope you don't mind me sharing that, but you know, he reached out like what the fuck's happening, dude? And we sat and we talked for a little bit. And then yesterday we traded Asia. Motherfucker made 2,700 in a day. Oh, I should have held that long. Oh well. I think
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Oh well. Monday's markets. Well, I mean, there's a lot of like kind of news from the weekend that has to get priced in, you know, relatively quickly. So Mondays are usually a little chaotic, especially at the open. But yesterday's choppiness was like something else. Like that wasn't your typical Monday in that way. Small buy there.
Yo, by the way, there is another firm that started a trading competition like this month.
Another small buy.
And the top one person right now is sitting at 183 trades from the beginning
yeah.
of this month till today. Like holy fucking overtrading.
He's been nailing it though. I mean,
He's up 35% right now.
that's pretty big for trading fucking little small futures positions.
That's safety.
Well, either way, I mean that's still pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and exit here. Cool, up 610 on the day. Yep. Yep, caught a big move. You fucking literally 30-second trade. Done. Easy. That was a big fucking draw on liquidity to the upside. Let's wait and see if this thing starts reversing back down and it gives us a nice short again.
Do you know what happened up here? Because I can tell you.
What
You
happened
see
where?
this big red block on the top where it just rejected off of?
What,
the
up
Hebrew?
here?
Yeah, this is where all the ICT fanboys had their stop losses because they went break even.
Yo, probably. You're probably not wrong.
No, because if you look at that candle where it rejected off of, there's a fair value gap.
You fucking rat, dude. Oh shit. I don't know, man. See, my whole thing is that I buy where buyers are and I sell where sellers are, and it works fucking phenomenally. Like I don't know, man. I just don't understand why people feel like they have to. I don't understand why people feel like they have to reinvent the wheel. Like it's not fucking rocket science, man. You know, I've met some people that are actual fucking muppets in real life, okay? That are phenomenal traders. I have met some people where there's not a single thought going on between their fucking ears, and they are excellent traders because they understand that you just move with the crowd when you're trading. Like if you're
That was
swing
the
trading,
most
it's
British thing
different.
to say.
What, Muppets?
Yeah.
You fucking Muppets.
I think Swazzle approves.
What about what, Barry? You about
Barry
what?
is a Muppet.
Are you saying you're a Muppet? Is that what you're trying to tell me right now? No, you've been doing good. Dude, Barry's learned a lot. I got to give props to Barry. Barry's learned a lot. I'm still waiting on Uzi to hold up his end of that bargain though. His end of that fucking bet. He said that if Barry got a payout, that he would shove a stick up his ass. And Barry has gotten several payouts since starting trading with us. So what that means is that I think that there needs to be several sticks shoved up an ass.
And by the way, Barry, how long are you into trading right now? Like 2 months, maybe?
Yeah, oh yeah, probably something like that. That seems about right.
So just take it from this 2 months into trading. Warrior subscription bought and already 3 payouts.
Yeah, look at that. Oh my gosh, it's almost like what gets taught here actually works. That's so crazy. I'm waiting still. I don't like this structure. I feel like I don't have a good read on what's happening next. So I'm going to wait. Right? Patience is absolutely fucking key when trading.
I always
Patience
say
is
that.
key.
No, it's a triple P. Patience pays profit.
Yeah. Yeah. Lick sweeper. It's literally, dude, it's what we do today. It's or not what we do today. It's what well, it is today too. But it's what we do every day. Okay? This is what we do here. So, you know, for anybody new joining in, like welcome in. This is the place you should be. And if you want to do this every single day and you want to get access to like the swing call outs and everything else like that, then, you know, be sure to pick up Warrior. Pick up our premium. It's literally either fucking 69 a month, nice, that's the sex number, or a one time, $1,000 lifetime fucking subscription. And to be honest with you, you can make over $1,000 in a day, like stupid fucking easy. That's just a solid day of trading. So, like, you know, if you're not part of it, then you're making a fucking mistake. You're making a mistake.
Absolutely.
We're seeing some big fucking buyers step in right now. I don't know how long this lasts and how much I trust it yet, but there's a lot. I'm gonna take a small long because I just saw like 30 fucking contracts flash on the bid.
Wait. We are in a fair value gap though.
Oh god, fair value gap my asshole. That's what I think of
Damn.
that. Yeah.
That's kind of harsh, dog. Why are you so
Well,
rude?
it's not rude. It is what it is. All right, I'm gonna close that. That's good. Nice little 708 profit in the last 25 minutes. Name something else where you can make $700 in 25 minutes, aside from being maybe like a really expensive prostitute. I don't know what their rates are. Okay, I don't know what the rates are for like being a prostitute, but I feel like that's expensive.
Yeah, no,
Ye-
Garrick. In 25 minutes, you don't even make that amount as a core seller.
Bro,
Only
well,
if
it
you have
depends.
like
If
a
you have it already
90% win
made.
rate strategy.
No, so here's the thing. Here's the thing, okay? It's selling a course would be very front loaded because first you have to make all the PDFs and then you have to convince someone that you actually know what you're doing when you have no fucking idea. But then after that, it's all free. It's funny because a lot of these course sellers, they can't do what they claim they can do live in front of you. And I just think that that's fucking hilarious because I think if you're a real trader, that you should be able to pull up and literally like look at the chart and be able to tell, like give signals live, like on the fucking on the fly, bro. You know what I mean? Dude, he charges $10 per blow. 15-minute orb strategy can make you that. Yeah, it can. It can. If you know what you're doing, right? If you know what you're doing, it can. But
I'm gonna be right
I'm
back.
not saying like what strategy can do that. I'm saying like what can do that aside from trading. Because I can't really think of anything where you can do that aside from trading. You know what I mean? Like especially not just for like an average Joe. Like I mean shit, dude, you see me, I'm sitting here rocking a fucking band tee. It's 7 a.m. I'm chilling. I got my fucking monster. I'm hanging out with the boys and you know, making $700 in 30 minutes. Like what what beats this? This is the life, dude. This is the fucking life. And I don't want to see you trading for the rest of the day. This is that discipline we talked about. And fucking NQ yacht party. Shit, man. When one of you guys buys a yacht, you let me know. We'll do that. So my guest for my show tomorrow on StockTwits is actually someone that I met at a yacht party. like real shit, bro. Real shit. Like my guest on my StockTwits show tomorrow is someone that I met at a yacht party. It was a yacht party that was sponsored by iShares. I want to say the big ETF company. I'm gonna take a small buy here. Real small. Just 2 micros. Nothing huge. No reason to risk a bunch when we're already doing so well today. So okay. I'll take gains there. All right, Hitman. Yo, there you go. Look at that. Up today, 960. Uh, uh, uh. It got out at basically the top of that fucking thing with a nice little buy. Saw that bounce coming, up a nice little 834. Yo, everybody's killing it in chat. Let me get some fucking W's in the chat, guys. Let me get some fucking W's. You guys are doing great, man. Let me get some fucking W's. He took a small short before I took the long. Look at that. And we both fucking made money, Hitman. Look at what you guys are learning so much, dude. I'm so fucking proud of you. So fucking proud of you. Oh shit, we got a W from Jaslyn. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, absolutely. You guys are killing it, man. I love seeing that. Oh shit, Rain with the 1080 coming in today. Yo, let's go. I love seeing it, man. I love seeing it. See, and then when you realize what you can do, right? What you could do with the right guidance, then suddenly, that 69 monthly, dude, it's fucking pocket change. Like I'm telling you, it's fucking pocket change. Especially once you hang out for like a few months, like some people in this chat have been hanging out since pretty much like the very beginning and have grown like tremendously. I mean, there's people that are in Warrior that I've known for years, you know. I mean, hell, you know, like Garrick and Ironbird, like, those are my buds, we've known each other for fuck what? I don't know, maybe a year and a half, 2 years now. Those guys loaded up on SLS with me super early and have been absolutely just benefiting from that pump. Yeah, early O&DS, so at least like a year and a half. Sure, yeah. Never mind the fact that when you were in preschool that I was like a, pretty much damn near an adult. But yeah, totally. Like, yeah, we go way back. Yeah, $3 on this. So that would have been like, fuck, what would that have been? Like maybe July of last year, something like that. I think we were talking a little bit before that. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Anyways, for a while, dude, I literally delivered Barry. I pulled him out of his mom. I delivered him. I cut the umbilical cord. This sell-off might be extending right now. We just crossed the value area low. A lot of buyers stepping in. A lot of buyers stepping in on this book. They're trying. I don't know if it's going to work, but they're trying. Ooh. Sellers just fucking slapped that thing down and said, no. No. Not today. Not today. Not today, buddy. Not today, buddy. Small buy. I'm just seeing a lot of buyers step in. Could be wrong here. Either way, I'm cutting this trade quick. Like win or lose, this is not being held for a prolonged period of time, I don't think. I don't really see a reason to. Just because this can literally go either way. But I kind of like the odds here with us hitting that liquidity level. Seeing some bids start, slapping the fucking tape. I'm buying a little more. And we will take gains aggressively or cut the loss quick. So quick little 3 minute trade at most. Probably not even that long. Man, buyers are really stepping in trying to fucking what the hell? I'm taking gains there. All right, up 960 on the day. Up 960 on the day. Having a pretty good day. Having a pretty good day. You exited too fast? Well, you still made money, right? Right, Barry? Right? Right? No? You like how we caught this fucking bounce and like, okay, yeah, see, here's the sellers. Here's the sellers.
I heard full board.
That was a nice bounce. You definitely didn't. But I think that I am done trading for the day. Yeah, nobody ever went broke by taking profits. That's some real shit. That's some real shit. You took a $5 loss. Oh no. Barry, it's all over. How do you overcome over trading? So realistically, what it is like come in and like take a look at sorry. When it comes to over trading, right? You should be able to come into the charts, right? Say, okay, I have an idea, and I I want to see it do the thing, and when it starts doing the thing, like that's when I'm going to start exiting. And if it doesn't do the thing, right, like exit it quick, right? Cut your losers quick. Cut your losers fucking quick. Um, so that's number one. Number two, when you're already green on the day, or even if you're red on the day, right? If you've already had like basically a full trading day, which is like what we could call this, even though we've only been trading for 37 minutes, like we've already taken several trades today. So, at a certain point, we have to be able to just back off and say, you know what, that's enough. Like, you know what, I've won enough. You know what, I'm having a hard time, getting a hold of whatever's happening in the market today. So I'm going to back off, right? Like you have to be able to walk away. This is about to be a really big sell off, I think.
Yep.
I'm going to sell a little. I'm short. Not taking like a big position.
I'm gonna just keep that running. Gonna see how it develops.
We're starting to trace up a little bit, but these buyers just aren't getting anywhere, man. I'm selling a little more.
This could be huge.
This could be a really big fucking move. We just need the sellers to keep stepping in and accelerating this fucking thing, and this could be a big liquidation here of everyone who longed it up here and is holding it.
And my position is in profit.
Yep, so's mine. We're catching some bids right here.
Don't Don't worry about pennies.
I'm not. I'm just calling it out as it's happening. Shake us down. Yeah. Shake us down. Oh god, dude, we're so close to something fucking massive. Oh, it's so close. Oh god, it's so close.
I've already swapped over to the 15-minute chart.
The 50-50.
15.
I know.
Man, why are you trolling me like that?
I am probably good off this position pretty soon. Can we fucking get a little more selling pressure here, please? There we go. Fuck. Let's say I would be really surprised if buyers just came in and like squeezed this thing the fuck up. Like that would actually be quite surprising right here.
You shouldn't say shit.
I shouldn't say shit.
Yeah, you know the market is listening.
Oh, totally. They're listening to the random guy sitting in his dining room in California.
Not only you, they also listened to me. Yesterday after this stream, the big ass fucking move happened that I was waiting for the entire time. So the curse is also applying to me.
I'm just gonna exit that trade. I don't like that. I'll take my small loss on that trade. We're still way up on the day, so yeah, fuck that. I'm good. I'm good off that, dude. It was so close, but we just couldn't get there. So it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Fucking Groupon showing a little bit of life today. That's really interesting. I give me a second. I gotta buy a little bit. Oh, I gotta buy a little bit of that Groupon, bro. Give me a sec. I was supposed to do it at open, but I totally forgot to because we got so caught up in NASDAQ. But I want to buy some Groupon here.
Man.
Yeah, fuck that, dude. I'm good off all that. I'm not touching that right now.
I just averaged in so high that my average was at 720.
Holy shit.
I sold at 680.
Yo. Hey, you've learned some stuff for sure.
Fuck. Whatever. I'll take the small gains. Measly 1.2 grand.
Oh no. Oh no. Too fun, man. This is too fun.
Yeah, but that's it. I'm not gonna trade anything else anymore today.
I think that I'm pretty much done. Aside from like right now, I'm buying a handful of Groupon contracts. And that's just because I think that there's a really fucking interesting situation here, and I want some calls.
Yo, the bears are pushing. The buyers can't get anywhere right now. Ooh, man, this looks juiced.
What the fuck? Oh. It just told me something about margin, and I was like, the fucking margin? I don't want a margin. It's because it
Got a margin
defaulted.
call.
it defaulted to sell to open. I'm like, I don't want to sell naked calls on Groupon. Like, fuck that, dude. What? So I can get squeezed out. I'm good off that, dude. I'm not touching that. Yeah, let me.
my days.
Wow. Let it trace
It's
up a little.
happening.
Yeah, yeah. That is certainly a fucking shake.
If I was you, I would probably go in with one micro and just average in as we move on. Because that's what I'm going to do now.
Oh, Nosy Dave, just seeing this. I Oh, that was in Warrior Chat, never mind.
Got my
Yeah,
fill at
I saw that.
660.
I just saw that. I thought you said you're done.
Yeah, I can't let that slide. It's one micro. One micro doesn't hurt me.
It's one micro. Oh no.
And also I'm $30 into the move. So
I'm gonna take a small sell there.
now you were too late on that.
No, I'm not. A wizard is never early nor late. He shows up exactly when he means to. Sun a little more. There we go.
I'm gonna take profits.
I'm about to as well. And fuck it, I'm out. There we go. All right.
Decent. Another $400.
PW low and a 1 hour bullish fair value gap right now as well, past standard deviation of 2. I don't know, man. I don't mess with all that. It all sounds like astrology to me. Like I'm literally just looking at yeah, no, and it's not a knock on you, right? It's just like I want to buy where buyers are and sell where sellers are, right? Like I have a very simple philosophy. Yo, is 5467 up $890 from our calls today? Yo, what's up? What's good? That's a good day, bro. That's a good day. Barry, how did you lose in the previous trade? Which trade?
Bro's losing in a market that only goes down.
In all fairness, these are the markets where people struggle to trade. But Barry's been doing good, dude. He needs to stop blowing all of his fucking payouts and start saving, because with the rate that he's gotten payouts, if this continued and he saved all of that money, you know how fucking rich he would be when he's my age? That's real shit. And I keep telling you the same thing, Icarus. Like, bro, you start taking these fucking trades, man. You know, you've been killing it on the prop firms. Like, start trading options with me. Start doing these swing trades. Like, bro, I'm telling you, like that's where stupid money could be made, is those swing trades and long-term investing.
Yeah, I just want to get a little bit more knowledge on options before I want to go in there.
I sold a little bit more.
You sold again?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna cook you.
I don't know about that. This could shake down super fucking quick from here, dude.
Plus 18.6%. Good shit.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give back your gains, father.
I'm not, you fuck. I'm gonna get out of that though. Oh well, that's still a really good day. That's still a really good day. Oh shit. Good job, Johnny. Am I saying that right, Johnny? Were you hanging out and stream with us for these trades? Is that where you got that 18.63? Great ship, bro. You fucking killed it. Love that, man. Love that. Dude, we got a bunch of fucking winners in this chat. Let me get W's again, please. One more time. One more time with the W's. I need W's. I need everyone to acknowledge how fucking much everyone is winning. That's what I need. Let's get W's in the chat for Johnny. Let's get W's in the chat for 5467.
Especially today, we got a bunch of winners in here.
We got a bunch of winners, and it's been like kind of a difficult day. Like you see, it's been kind of choppy.
Not really. Like
Well, it's been a little choppy.
this day definitely made up for what we had yesterday.
I don't know. I'm still upset that I wasn't feeling good yesterday.
Now you didn't lose out on shit.
I know.
Yesterday was literally just like the worst day ever.
I know. I just enjoy hanging out with you guys. Okay. I enjoy doing this in the morning. Like this is a lot of fun for me. No, you're doing great, 54. Doing great, 54. Like good job, man.
Do you need
Good
a
job,
proper name, or is it your phone pin?
Bro. No. You've already done good. You know, walk away. Don't overtrade, guys. Don't overtrade. Like when you are a trader, you do not need to be looking at charts for fucking 8 hours a day. You simply don't need to do it. Just chill. Right? You make your fucking money, you move on, and maybe you look at it a little bit later in the day and see if there's an opportunity, but aside from that, like walk away. The whole point of trading is that you don't have to work an 8-hour day. Okay? Like that's the benefit of it. The benefit of it is that if you're patient, you can just trade for an hour or two every day and then you're done. And then you're done. That's it. No more. So, like take that for what it is. Don't overtrade, right? This is why I always talk about discipline. Right? Discipline is everything. Absolutely everything. Knowing when to walk away. Watch, you know what? I'm going to close this out right in front of you guys. Look at that. Done. Done. Discipline is everything. Learn when to walk away. I'm telling you, it's a skill that is so valuable, and you have no idea how valuable it is until you actually start putting it into practice, right? Patience is a virtue. It is not a bad thing to be extremely patient. Hell, people wish they could be fucking patient. What's your account size? 25K flex. You should do no more than 2. You should do no
You've
more
asked that a lot.
Yeah. Well, you should do no more than two micros. Like there's no reason to go 8 micros on a 25K account. Like that's way too much risk. It's way too much risk. Stop trading after a certain loss, so your drawdown, your daily drawdown is probably like 500, right? Your max daily drawdown. No daily drawdown limit, but you have a 1K total drawdown. I mean, I would say that if you're down 200 on the day, you should be walking away.
Yeah.
Like if you're down 200 on the day, walk away, man. There's no reason to push it, you know? So, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. All right, guys. Well, I think that we've had a really good stream today. Pretty successful. Pretty normal stream, to be honest with you, but we did really well. So congratulations to everyone. And if you want to do this every day, and if you want to learn like hands-on with Icarus and I and with the Warriors. Um, there we go. Look at that. Icarus just put a link there for you. So join premium. I'm serious. Um, it is definitely a program that's kind of unlike anything else, right? I'm not going to sit there and give you a bunch of fucking PDFs. I'm going to sit there and hold your hand and walk you through the tulips. We'll have a nice little jaunt together. No, but really though, we're just kind of around whenever you need it. So if you have any questions, we're there, right? That's kind of the benefit of having mentors in that program. Um, and also we do equity and option swing trades. So if you want to join in on those, be sure to join in on Warrior. Is this going to be a reversal? Well, I don't know that we could call it a reversal until it breaks through like literally this wick up here at like 653 on the CFD chart. So it's about $20 away. And then to be honest with you, I think that we would run into a lot of heavy resistance right around here at this value area high. So, I know that that's a really big move, but that's kind of what I'd be looking for, right? Is a break above this wick and sustained buying volume, stepping in, right? The bid slowly being walked up, and I would be targeting this value area high. So that's what it would be, right?
Barry,
Don't overtrade. Don't overtrade, dude. We were just talking about it, right? Be disciplined. Don't overtrade. Be disciplined. Like I'm not saying it for my benefit, right? I'm saying it so you guys can. Perfect. Frozen. Good. Good. That's a good day. You took yourself from red into green. Yeah.
Also,
literally.
make sure if you
Walk
have
the accounts.
gains,
Walk away, guys.
go flex in the free chat like Johnny did.
It's funny too that Hehe mentions don't go on TikTok, because on TikTok you are literally going to see a bunch of fucking like 16-year-olds paper trading trying to sell you PDFs, right? Trying to sell you a course. So like TikTok, dude, just fucking I don't even go on there. I don't even go on there. I barely even post on there, but I definitely don't go watch videos on there. Cuz like the fuck am I going to learn about trading from people that have less money than me? Like, what I'm gonna take, I'm gonna take advice from the 16-year-old that's fucking failing geometry because he's too busy paper trading. Like, nah, dude, go fuck yourself. I'm not doing that, right? So I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just being honest. Okay, like, what the fuck do I have to learn from that kid? Nothing.
How do you even fail geometry?
I don't know. I just picked a subject. To be honest with you, geometry was like the hard one for me.
Actually?
Yeah. Well, I didn't really pay attention during geometry either because it was really uninteresting. But yeah,
Yeah, hey, you don't want to see that.
you don't want to see that.
You'll fall out of your chair.
You don't want to see that. Icarus has seen snippets, but yeah, I'm not going to do that.
It's just $2.
It's $2, bro. Yeah, exactly. It's $2. All right. Well, guys, great job. Okay, seriously, great job today. Very proud of you all. And Warriors, I will catch you tomorrow. Yeah. It's not even about that. It's that I don't think that the comparisons are healthy. So, all right, here's that little breakout that you were looking for, Barry. Here's that little breakout. I don't know if it sustains, right? You're gonna have to sit and watch, but it's at the cusp, right? So if anything, this is what I'd be watching. But I would honestly recommend you just fucking. I would recommend that you walk away. Like in all reality, walk away, and we're gonna do this again tomorrow. You act like we don't do this every day. We do this every day, buddy. Like chill. Okay, chill. I don't know why you needed to put the periods in there, Icarus, but I'm kind of glad you did. It makes it seem more official, like it's a government agency of you don't.
New brand. You don't.
Hey, red days are natural. You're gonna have to learn to get used to them. As long as the red days don't break you, and you don't have more of them than the green days, then like red days are always gonna happen though. You're never gonna get rid of them. I promise. I promise. I don't give a fuck how good at this you are. You will have red days. Like you will have them at some point. It's unavoidable. We actually
Barry,
had a whole month without them, and fucking right after that month, like we had a few, whatever.
Barry, being a good loser is better than being a bad winner.
Agreed. You have to be really good at losing, unironically. Okay. Well, I think that this is a good spot to call it for now, for today. Tomorrow we have our Warrior stream at the usual time. And then about 30 minutes later, after stream in, so like 30 minutes from now, right, 11 a.m. Eastern, I'm gonna have my show on StockTwits, so I'll post a link to that, and when it's happening tomorrow, and yeah. Now I guess it's time to uh, I don't know, for me to probably go have some sleep and then have a little breakfast, and we'll see what's going on with markets in a little bit. But just great job all around today, guys. Great job. Very proud of you. So I will see you tomorrow, and we'll do it again. All right, gang.
Alrighty.
Thank you so much, and see you next time. See ya. Bye, friends.